Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadrishyam Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. You all revised yesterday's class? Yesterday we discussed through Mantra 8 how we can recognize reality that is ever present and abide as reality itself effortlessly on the strength of that recognition. So you are not given any homework yesterday. You know why?
Because this is supposed to be effortless.
You are no more. That's why.
Because if you recognize well, then that recognition itself will give you that kritakrityata for which we initiated this journey. So did you have that recognition in such a way, recognition of reality, in such a way that it remained unaffected with the activities of your body and mind?
Not 100.
So do you feel something needs to be done to improve the recognition? Do you need to do Shravana Manana Nididhyasana to have Dhrudajnana?
Yes.
So why is it that we are able to connect with reality sometimes? When you are hearing, you are able to connect?
Fully.
So you are all taking the pose of Brahmajnanis. So you are able to connect sometimes, but it gets difficult at other times. Why?
That you forget sometimes in activity.
Why we are asking? Because we are able to connect sometimes, but sometimes no. What I am saying, don't blame outside, because till you blame outside, you will not improve.
Yes. Correct.
You have to blame ourselves for everything. Because this is our path. The world did not don't want you to become a Brahmajnani. You have decided. That is your own. Not even your own family want you to go and evolve or something like that. It is all your personal decision. So now there is no point in blaming anybody. So that is first. This is important for us. It looks fine in this setting, but when it is challenged, when you are back to your own ashrams and you are confronting various problems, then, or when situations demand your attention to such an extent, sometimes the situations demand that this Advaita Jnana seems to take a back seat. And when you try to somehow connect to reality, your mind and senses are not allowing you to take a leap into that Purna Vastu. Have you experienced like this after hearing satsangs earlier? That in satsang it's fine and afterwards it is not. And after going back, you felt like this, that you are kritakritya. But after going back to the realm of your activity, did you feel otherwise earlier? So we don't want this also to end up like that again. By now you should know why. What is the cause for the eclipse of jnana? Why is my jnana getting eclipsed? What is the cause? In one simple word, it is ajnana. Aur kya? In one simple word, if you have to say, what is it? It is ajnana. But why did the ajnana, which seemed to have melted away, why did it again get foothold?
Yes. Some level.
This is very important. First you should know what is the problem. So So because Upanishad is saying I am Brahman, it doesn't want you to tell I am Brahman. It wants you to remain as Brahman. So that is very important. What I tell, if you say I agree, that what does it matter? Nothing. So that's why first we have to find out. We are trying to find out why. Then if you have found the problem, and if your intention is correct, means if you have really come for Kritakattata, then it is only a matter of time. But if you simply veil the whole problem itself and behave as though there is no problem, then there is forget about this life. Forget about it. So why? Because the problem itself we don't know. First of all, we are living in a fool's paradise. So that is not what we are here for. So if you admit ajnana for any reason, because you have to admit. So that is a fact. That's why Swami said in some level. Means ajnana, what do you know? Only one thing you are thinking. Ajnana means, I know that everything is this. That is 10% of ajnana is gone. But you know something. Even this you did not know for various lifetimes. And in that process, what all nonsense was initiated, they all will come and challenge this understanding. And they will not allow that to seep inside. That is a problem. So in some level it is there. Through Shravana, for ordinary people, I am not talking about where with one Shravana everything goes away like Thakurji or Ramana Maharshi. So for others, one level has gone. Then we are saying then one level has gone through Manana. Then one level has gone through Nidhyasana. If these three also are not useful, then even then Ajnana is there. No? Then what do you do with that? So why with these three Ajnana is not getting eliminated? Why? But we have to find out. We have to first admit that Ajnana is there. Some reason it is there. We need to admit. Then samskaras we have to admit. Yes. If Ajnana is, you have to admit, then samskaras. So in yesterday's sloka, we denied everything. You remember? No scope for them. And that is jnana, where there is no scope. But if you say that this jnana is not with me, then let us admit the fact and not simply like a parrot repeat what Upanishad is saying. So what we are saying here, if you admit ajnana for any reason, then we need to admit samskaras. Samskaras means latent tendencies. These are accumulated from several births and they seem to mature at their own pace and they will influence our behavior from time to time.
Yes.
So at a different pace, each one will come up and then that will influence what we do, how we behave from time to time. So how do we recognize their activity? How we will recognize this activity of these samskaras when what is maturing and what they are up to? Currently they are active. Some samskara is active right now.
Yes.
So they will be experienced how.
By the reflex.
Like if you have to discuss it another way, they will express themselves at the realm of gunas. Gunas. So it is easy to understand. So what are the gunas?
Sattva, Rajatama.
I will start with Tamo, Rajo, then Sattva. So when Tamo Guna is dominant, then we are not even interested to participate in Shravana. We don't like to get into Shravana. We may procrastinate regarding undertaking any spiritual endeavors. Some or other reason you will find out to skip. That is Tamoguna. I am looking at the gunas, how they will apply to this group, not exactly what they mean by. So how those gunas are acting for these mumukshus who are very keen to get onto the path. Keeping that in mind, we are looking at. So when Tamo, then you will not go for Shravana. How much time you are spending every day for Shravana? Did you do Manana? No. Did you do Nidhyasana? No. Not even Shravana? If you say no, then where are you? You are steeped in tamoguna. But you don't apply this on others. This is to apply on ourselves. Why? Not to get depressed and see psychiatrist. Then to improve, to get inspired yourself and move to the next. Tamoguna is over. In Rajoguna phase, we hear, but you are not totally focused. Focus is not there. We are applying to this group, these gunas. Outside, if you who is not bothered about this path, that is a different thing. Here we are hearing, we are saying. See, Tamo we are saying they won't hear. So for them, when they are in Sattva, they will hear. No? So for us, in Tamo, you hear. Because because this group is who has already Krutakuttita as the aim to get that. Is it easy? So you may tell, I am already so and so in front of my devotees. No. This is for self-improvement, I am saying. That's all. Not for, forget about all other things. For us to get on to somehow or other, we need Jivan Mukti. Yes or no? So for that, we have to have a ruthless analysis about where we are. Only then it is possible. Rajoguna, we hear, but we are not focused. You hear, you may not hear for the sake of Krutakuttita also. Then why you are hearing? You are hearing to comprehend. But your aim is to use that matter for delivering satsangs or writing articles. If Rajoguna is there, this is how it will be. So if you say, no, I don't want to get into that, I won't do Shravana. Shravana also I won't do. Then what is the guna? Tamo guna. Tamo is active. So Tamo, Rajo. Sattva. And Sattva dominates. How it will be? You seem to comprehend reality. What did I say? You seem to comprehend reality. Your concentration, your ekagrata is good. So you seem to comprehend. And you have Lakshya Suddhi. Lakshya Shuddhi means the purity of intention also is there. Not for, it is the intention is only to recognize and abide. That is there. And Ekagrata also is there. They are all at their peak. And then you seem to comprehend. You seem to comprehend. Yesterday you said there is a Vastutantra Jnana, there is nothing more to do. And you are saying seem to comprehend. Yes. Because sufficient amount of ajnana has given way. But still there are traces. That's why that abidance is not happening. So we need to find out. No? We cannot mask the problem. So these gunas, they alternate at different paces for different individuals. Not like I am in Sattva, no, they go on changing. This is the reason when you feel you are done with sadhana phase in life and you are a siddha from now on. Sometime you will decide also like that.
Next moment.
In no time, you may again reach the sadhak phase. Or even go below. And you may regret coming to this path itself. Then what is the way to overcome the influence of these samskaras? This is important. Why we are discussing all this? For abidance. That recognition itself should be abidance. What is the way that we will overcome all these samskaras? They are manifesting from time to time. And they are being felt through the influence of gunas. So we need to understand, before how we transcend, we need to understand these gunas from the standpoint of koshas. Dominant tamoguna implies we are predominantly in Annamaya kosha. Dominant rajoguna implies we are predominantly in Pranamaya, Manomaya. Dominant sattvaguna, we are in Vijnanamaya or Anandamaya. Now what should we do to transcend? Now we have to transcend all these three. You don't have any interest for hearing satsangs. How do you transcend that tamoguna? How does tamoguna manifest in you?
Not interested in Shravana.
So you are not interested in Shravana. That is because of tamoguna. Now we need to transcend.
Participate in Shravana. Again.
How you will participate? How will you bring that mind to participate? why you left your house? Why did you join Ramakrishna Mission? Or why did you join Amma's play ashram? Why? So that the company of the sadhus there will inspire you and that environment will facilitate Shravana. So you have to choose company where this Shravana is possible. Means who will inspire you on this path. All that big ashrams where this continuously there is discussion about the reality, then being in that presence you will be inspired to evolve in this path. Yes? That is one main thing. Then the food you eat, because this is which kosha?
Annamaya kosha.
Annamaya kosha. So you need to pay attention. Satvik. First is you have to place yourself in a place where you are inspired. And then you are inspired and it should be conducive. No? So you have to regulate what you eat and all that to purify this Annamaya kosha and have sustained interest in Shravana at least. Then how do you transcend Rajoguna? Rajoguna is at the level of which kosha?
Pranamaya, Manomaya.
You have to have Chittashuddhi there. So Rajoguna. Transcending Rajoguna, you need to engage in selfless service. That's all. Focus is not there. Selfless devotion. You need to have ekagrata and you need to have purity. Both Chitta Shuddhi, Chitta Naischalyam. So selfless devotion, selfless service, then yoga sadhanas, if you are interested, pranayama, all that will be here. But this manomaya and pranamaya kosha. So by this what will happen when you are hearing, you will have focus to understand, not to do something with that, to abide as that. Because there is purity of lakshyam also there. Why you are hearing. And there is purity, the thoughts are focused, concentrated. Then sattva, do you want to transcend sattva? Why you want to transcend sattva now? There you have a joy. Immediately you hear some satsang, inspiring satsang and you have joy. And immediately you call and tell everybody, see, I am so joyful today. I got what I want. So you have joy. So the rasaswada. Individuality there is preserved in a very subtle way. For transcending sattvaguna, what should you do? Yes. Here we are coming into Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Because don't get into states of mind here. Manana with spontaneous abidance. Without the need for supports. That should be the only aim. So in a way, Nididhyasana. Nididhyasana should be there. So you heard, fine. But without any support, that should remain with you. Then you have to spend time for Nididhyasana. Nididhyasana is a process where you spontaneously abide as that. So you allow that to remain. So there is not a fleeting thing. So if it is fleeting, that is called that you are in a false sense of elated joy. So here it is not fleeting. It has become spontaneous as your very reality. Now you need to analyze where you really are. And you need to find out where you are, not based on the best phases of your sadhana. But you should find out where you are by the weakest phase. Just as how do you find the strength of the chain?
The weakest link.
By the weakest link, not the strongest link. Okay. So then you need to initiate to evolve from wherever you are. So with this background, let us see what Upanishad is offering for those who do not have sustained interest to recognize and abide as reality. What is Upanishad up to? Let us see. So let us chant mantra 9. Andam tamah pravishyanti ye avidyam upasate tato bhuya ivate tamo yav vidyayam rataha. So here first we need to understand what is meant by these terms avidya and vidya. Avidya here it implies karma sadhana. Vidya upasana. Why? What is this? What are these strange names we will feel? If you know the meaning of the word vidya, this will be very clear. Vidya, vid dhatu. Vid.
To know.
Jnana.
Yeah.
Jnana artham suchayati. So it is indicating towards
Knowledge.
knowledge. To know. Vid. To know. To know what? So that is the next. You can know anything. No? To know what in this context? It is knowledge about object of meditation. That is aparavidya, basically. And the means to worship or engage in upasana, which can imply to any of the manifest forms of Ishvara. So you have knowledge, not that simply you can do anything. It is not that easy. First you need to have knowledge about the whole process. To whom are we praying? And what is the method to please the Almighty in that particular form? And then you have to know if any mistake is done, what are the consequences of that. So that is a separate subject. So if you have that knowledge, then only you will be capable of doing it. That's why this upasana is called here as vidya. So if that is vidya, then what is avidya? You don't have knowledge about any of those things, about the process of upasana. So you need to understand this mantra. It is from the age where it has been told. So at that time there is no deity as such as we are seeing. So here we are talking about Vedic upasana, where they used to do upasana on the elements, and the sun and fire is the main medium to connect to Ishvara. So that is how it is. And avidya means that if you say what is avidya, it is here karma kanda, agnihotra karma. So mantra says that those who engage solely in karma kanda, they will drown in ignorance, and those who are dedicated solely to the practice of upasana, what will happen to them? Even greater darkness, they are saying. So this is the mantra, and that is for that scenario of Vaidika period. Now we will try to apply that to our problem. We have some problems. Now we discussed till now elaborately. We need to solve that. For that, this mantra, how will it help? Current scenario where we are born, the most apt would be to take vidya as upasana on Ishta Devata, and avidya as kevala karma.
Kevala karma.
Karma. So based on this, if you reconstruct it, how it will be? It would be that those who are exclusively focused on activity, for them there is only active. They don't know anything about life. That is how majority are. They are only activity. They are only strengthening their ignorance. They don't have knowledge. That's why this is avidya. Knowledge about what? About their Ishta Devata, how to worship, all that they don't have. So then here activity includes just for the sake of living. Even means everything, whatever they do for the sake of living, that is the kevala karma. Then why are you telling us we left our house and we are in ashrams? This includes even the activity we do in the ashrams in the name of seva. Why? Why is it? How can that be called kevala karma? Like that done by others who are doing
For money.
it as a job for living. Because ashrams too are giving you food to eat, good food to eat, comfortable place to stay. They are giving you clothes to wear, and they are taking care of your basic expenses. How are you different from them? So if you are doing work under the banner of the ashram, it too is labeled as kevala karma. That will only culminate in ignorance. So this we have to be careful. Why you are saying like that? We see in the world where those solely engaged in karma are filled with raga dvesha. And the same pattern is seen in ashrams also, where the occupants are engrossed completely in karma. That's why we put them together. So that now our aim is to evolve. So we don't want to take any risk. So Swabhavam of the mind, naturally it has Sadguna, and they also have Durguna inside. In various proportions they are there for everybody. So those who engage in karma exclusively and are only focusing on getting their results, they will not care for any dharma also. They will somehow hook or crook they try to accomplish. Even if they are in ashrams, that would be their main agenda. Then what will happen? It will culminate in only adding to the baggage of durgunas that are already there. When before initiating work, they are there already, they will increase. Then what about those who are engaged solely in the worship of God? So both are criticized here. These fellows will, all the more worst we are saying. How is it? Yes, solely in the worship of God or upasana, they are drowned in even deeper darkness. Even deeper darkness. How? Because they are engaging in upasana to only derive benefits from the Lord. They seem to do business with Lord. They confine their Lord to themselves and they will use the Lord to enhance their personal comforts. They do not mind even invoking Lord's power to harm those who they don't like. So they are merged in greater darkness. So only if you are into worshipping upasana, only if you are doing, then you may use God for any mean thing. They are submerged in greater darkness. Why? Because Lord, who is Lord? He is Sakala Sadguna Sampanna. He is the repository of all
Good quality.
virtues. So such a Lord you are using to enhance whose? Your Durgunas. You have to use that to remove our Durguna and to enhance our Sadguna. But you are using reverse here. All in the name of God. So they are drowned in their Dhruvasanas, in the name of God. So they are fooling themselves in the name of God. They assume whatever they do in the name of God is okay. It is good. Do you find similar people in ashrams? In the name of that presiding deity or guru in the ashram, they feel they can do anything, any damn thing. This is dangerous ignorance, will bring their ruin. They will be ruined. That's why it is said greater darkness. That is also this. This is even worse, we are saying. So the results of the practice here, they are told to ruin the practitioner. How it will ruin the practitioner? It is again detailedly explained in the next mantra. So mantra 10. Anyadevahur vidyaya anyadahura vidyaya iti sushrumadhiranam yenastadvichachakshire. So those who have a clear understanding, they have nicely declared why these two paths, if they are followed, it will ruin. That is Kevala Karma and
Kevala
Upasana. Vedic period standpoint, what they do, Avidya, their Agnihotra Karma. The results are completely different. That's what it is told here. What is the result for who engage only in Agnihotra Karma? They will go to Pitraloka. Vidya, Vedic Upasana, Devaloka. So let us see what this mantra wants to convey for the current setting of the society, this generation, or for us who are interested in recognition of reality, abide, and by that have Kritakrityata. Kevala Karma, Kevala Upasana. That's what is the other names for that. Kevala Karma. Whoever you are, in the world you are or in the ashram you are doing Kevala Karma. You are doing Karma under the banner of Seva. That is Karma. Other is Kevala Upasana. If you do that, that will add on to the individuality, which is the cause of all misery. How? Kevala Karma. What it will do? It will strengthen me and mine. And it will culminate in impurity of mind. Kevala Karma. Kevala Upasana, that also will do the same, but under the disguise of devotion. My God versus your God. My religion versus your religion. My ashram versus your ashram. My Guru versus your Guru. So what is it? Where is it culminating? Is it culminating in Vikshepa or not? The Upasana, which needs to get rid of Vikshepa, is giving you Vikshepa. What a pity. Even God, who is supposed to save us, is unable to because of our foolishness. Then what is the solution? Explained in the next mantra. Mantra 11. Vidyam cha vidyam cha yastadvedo vayam saha avidyaya mrityum tirtva vidyaya mritam ashnute. Again, Vedic times, by the merit of avidya. Vedic karma, one will overcome the swabhavika samskaras that induced this birth, Vaidika. Vidya, that is Vedic upasana, one will have amrutatva, immortality, becoming one with God. How does this mantra apply to the current generation? That is what we are interested in. It is stressing on karma yoga instead of kevala karma, and Nishkāma Bhakti instead of Sakama Bhakti sadhana. So what is criticized here by the first two mantras is Sakama Bhakti and Kevala Karma. What is stressed here? You need to combine. You need to make karma what you are doing as karma yoga, and bhakti should be Nishkāma Bhakti. Karma can be yoga really only if it is rooted in Nishkāma Bhakti. So Nishkāma Bhakti, without that, there is no way that karma will become karma yoga. This is one of the greatest contribution to the society by Swami Vivekananda. What?
Karma yoga.
Karma yoga. For the ashram, he said Nishkāma karma also, but even this karma yoga concept, how that is a worship by itself, that was brought by him very clearly. Later, all the masters who came later, they also added to that. Even before, some, they are there, some, but it was not as powerfully as Swami Vivekananda brought it out, because he has condemned all the Vaidika, this thing also. Because telling it is not at all practical, he said, for the current age and for the current setting in the country. So karma can be yoga only if it is based on Nishkāma Bhakti. Means what is Nishkāma Bhakti? Where is God? You see him in every creature. Otherwise, how there is Nishkāma Bhakti? And then that Nishkāma Bhakti is maturing as seva, basically. What you say Nishkāma seva is a accelerated form of this bhakti. You see him in everybody and you take others' suffering as your own suffering, and you are, what is all that bhakti it is? Bhakti. You are seeing the Lord everywhere, even in them.
Yes.
So then when you serve, you don't serve them like you have pity on them. No. You, as a Ishvara, you are serving them. We are not saying you treat your neighbors like yourself, we are not saying. Treat your neighbors like God, we are saying here. The big difference. Okay. So what is the result of engaging in them together? Through Karma Yoga, you get Chitta Shuddhi. That is, you refine your samskaras through Karma Yoga. Then, through Nishkāma Bhakti, Ekagrita. Chitta Naischalyam you will have. This is the result.
Sayujya Samipya.
So you will be there in the deity's loka. And then you have Krama Mukti. So how to engage in Nishkāma Upasana? First you should know who is God. So that you don't get into a cult thing. You should know who is it to whom you are praying. If it is Guru or if it is God in any form, who are all they? They are Ishvara. Ishvara is, where is he? He is everywhere. Sarvavyapi. Then he is all-knowing, Sarvajna, and he is capable of
doing
everything.
All power.
Sarva Shakti Sampanna. That is the Ishvara to whom we are praying. Sarvam Kalidam Brahma Shanto Upasita. So you know that there is nothing other than Brahma. And then you do Upasana, they are saying. So even to do Upasana, you need to have this Jnana about who the deity is. Because we are not able to connect to the deity directly, as that Sarva Vyapi Chaitanya, to facilitate our upliftment, that Ishvara has come to us in the form which we have chosen. Either it is a Guru or if it is any other representation of God, any deity, it is all same. But you should know who they really are. Otherwise, you will fight for them and make your life miserable. You will get into a cult. That is not what is stressed here. So first, you should know who is it to whom you are praying. By this, you are not bringing them down.
Very easy.
You are really putting them in the place they deserve. So you are seeing your Guru Maharaj as what?
Satchidananda.
Not as just a Gadadhar who has come from a village. Then Sarvajna, Sarvavyapi, Sarvashakti Sampanna Tattvam you are saying. So what are we doing? We are, and by that only we will get uplifted.
They are there what they are.
Because that's why even Swami Vivekananda, how does he describe in his poem on Guru Maharaj?
Khandana Bhavan
Stapakaya
Dharma Sarva Dharma Sarupane Avatara Varishtha.
Avatara Varishtaya is saying. Means not even anywhere small. So who are these, all these avataras? They are all the manifestations of that one supreme being. So he is giving that place there. That is what is true worship. So first we need to know who is the deity to whom we are praying. Then you do, in which way you want to connect, you do. You want to do mantra sadhana, you do. You want to do puja, panaskar, whatever you want, you do. Japa, whatever, everything is fine afterwards. Then why you are doing all that? What is your goal?
Kritikrityata.
Any other thing you can ask apart from that? If you want kritikrityata?
It includes everything.
What did Swami Vivekananda? He had so many personal problems and he went to Mother Kali. And then what did he ask there?
Gyan da, bhakti da, vivek da, vairagya da.
Yes. Why? Because his whole being is craving for kritikrityata. So that only came out there. Yes. So Nishkāma Bhakti is this. First you should know to whom you are praying. And you know why you are praying there. And then by the strength of that bhakti, the karma what you are engaged in, it gets converted to karma yoga. By invoking him in whatever you do. So your job there is school management, we will assume. So there, before you get into that job, you invoke. You remind yourself, this is not my job. This I am doing only for his sake. So you need to give me the power to run this. Because finally you are the doer, I am not the doer. This is your job. You are reminding yourself there. And then you do. Then it is you are not doing. You are doing his, that is the real karma yoga. You are doing whatever the situation demands, you do. That is all he only is giving the, you are only an instrument, he is using you. So what Guru Maharaj will say, you are only a putli. So the strings are pulled by
the
Lord himself. So you should allow that to happen. You should remind yourself, we are saying. And then end of the day, so many things you have accomplished, you will offer the results all to the Lord. So there, karma yoga. Karma has converted karma yoga. And then, but we should keep this also in mind because you are in this path exclusively. Whenever you get an opportunity, Nishkāma karma. This is all, karma is convert, karma that is given to you by your organization, you are doing it with the spirit of surrender. Karma yoga you made. That's all. What is Nishkāma karma? Okay, here also I don't have any other desires, that is all fine. Further, what you see the Lord in the beings. Means somebody asks for something. According to the duty you need not do. But you do because there is the Lord in him. And for that you may take some pain also. Even then it's okay. So I told how people during Corona or during many
people do.
Disasters, your own ashram people, many, they all join together and they do. So they don't mind. Because that is, you are going one more. That is karma yoga, and that is, you are seeing the Lord in them and you are doing. That will accelerate both your karma and bhakti sadhanas. Okay.
Swamiji has one line in his Shiva Stotra. Parahita Karanaya Prana Pracheda Pritam. To do the Parahita, Prana Prached, even to give up the prana life, he likes that. Pritam, it is. For Shiva, because Nilakantha.
Like that. Good. So at least we should be able to put apart our comforts for in the name of service. So that is all for Nishkāma Seva. Nishkāma Bhakti, Nishkāma Seva, or Nishkāma Bhakti, Karma Yoga. So the one who is Nishkāma Bhakti and Karma Yoga, then he will not waste any opportunity that he gets to serve others who is in that spirit. So what are the results of these practices when combined? you have Chitta Shuddhi
Chitta Naishya.
and Chitta Naishchalyam. Chitta Shuddhi because of Karma Yoga, Chitta Naishchalyam because of Upasana. Adrushta Phalam, you have Punya. This we have to keep in mind. Adrushta Phalam is Punya on one side. What? It will facilitate knowing reality of Ishvara to whom you are praying. So you are praying to Thakurji with this such a bhava, or to Shiva, or to any deity, or to your own Guru. If you are praying, the Adrushta Phalam, Punya will be there anyway. They all will not, because you are not asking anything. Provided you don't ask. Then if you don't ask, or what did Swami Vivekananda ask? Jnana?
Jnana Bhakti Vivek Vairagya.
So the Ishvara will give you facility. Facilitate to know the reality of Ishvara. Adrushta Phalam. Drushta Phalam, you recognize. When you get that facility, through that facility, you recognize reality. So again, homeworks have come. Reflect where you are in this path and what you need based on the weakest link in the chain of your current sadhana life, not the entire life, the current sadhana life. So you need to find out and what you need to do. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.